So, how do we decide whether we want our argument to be very, very clear that we're trying to push a particular viewpoint, or whether we want to hide it, pretend to be neutral so we can subtly manipulate somebody? Well, it depends what you're trying to do. If you're trying to have an intellectual debate with somebody in a class about intellectual debate, yeah, you want to make your position clear so you can have the debate. If you're in a debate contest, yeah, you want to have the debate, your position clear. If you're trying to intellectually arrive at the truth with a philosophy professor, yes, you want to make your position clear. But most of the time in real persuasion, you're not trying to do that. You're trying to manipulate. And the way you manipulate is you, while pretending to be neutral, subtly and sneakily push an agenda. Where's some place that you might see something like this? Well, you see it in a lot of movies. A lot of movies will have, for example, military propaganda in them. In other words, subtle things that are designed to hint that you should join the military, that you should enlist in the military. And the contracts that these companies sign are very, very strict. The Pentagon gets oversight on all the final script stuff and whatnot. In exchange, the movie company gets a lot of money, plus they get access to being able to use cool-looking weapons and whatnot in their movies. So when you're trying to manipulate, you don't want the person to know that you're trying to manipulate them, right? Imagine that you went to watch a movie and you were like, by the way, we're going to try to get you to join the military. You would be suspicious. You'd be on your guard, and that would make the subtle techniques not work. The propaganda wouldn't work. So if you're trying to have an honest, open debate with somebody, yes, of course you want to make sure that people know what your position is. But if you're trying to subtly manipulate them, change their viewpoint without them realizing what you're doing, then they need to believe that you're totally neutral so that you can manipulate them. Right now, most of you who are sort of new to this whole process, you probably believe that most movies are totally neutral. As you become more sophisticated with this, you'll realize that while movies might pretend to be neutral, they certainly aren't neutral. Many are just chock full or just jam-packed with various agendas. Right now, many of you think that most newspapers and news TV shows are totally neutral. As you get better at this, you'll start to see that they're all just jam-packed with various types of agendas. Pretending to be neutral while having an agenda is the most basic mainstay of all of this kind of manipulative persuasion.